Welcome, lovely, to your yoga practice. We will be targeting the heart and doing gentle back bends and postures that really will encouraging an opening of your lovely heart center. Join me, lovely lights, on your mat. You can use a bolster. Blocks would be great in this practice. And meet in a comfortable seat, finding yourself in your Sukhasana, moving the meaty part of the bottom away from the sit bones, finding that crisscross applesauce that works for you. Really getting your body rooted and just showing up, giving yourself permission to feel with whatever is. Hands can come to the knees, chin heavies towards the chest. Inhale, align the head over the heart, over the hips, bringing the hands to the heart center. Taking a moment to breathe an inhalation deep into the heart space by an organic exhale. Focusing on the space inside and around the physical heart, and taking a moment to just honor and acknowledge wherever you are when it comes to healing in your space of love and healing. Truly, in this practice, we set the intention to bring love and compassion into our heart center. Welcome an inhalation. Exhale, melt it away. Finding stillness within the breath. Exhale, melt any tension or tightness away that you've been holding. Exhale the hands towards the knees, rounding through the spine for seated cow and cats. Coming forward for an arching, finding that flexion and the arching of the spine. Really awakening through the heart and acknowledging however it's feeling in the space in your heart. Welcome that movement that helps alleviate any tension or tightness that you've been holding in your body. And perhaps smile, because smiling creates oxytocin. That's that feel-good love hormone that we can create in an instant. Exhale, taking a moment to open that heart and come back to a neutral. And re-crisscross the feet in the opposite direction and bring the hands behind you, clasping or interlacing them together, widening, broadening out through the front of the heart and squeezing through the back of the chest here. Opening up through the heart, welcoming love into your heart center with a big healing breath. Exhale that breath away. And notice if it's too much to interlace, you can also just reach the hands behind you. Really just being wherever you are in your heart center. A lot of these postures can bring up a lot of tension and tightness, so wherever you are in your journey is okay. Hands come to the knees, feet root down for the earth for another version of seated cow and cat. So we're going through those same motions as you arch through the spine and flex, really pushing in the feet into the earth, alleviating any last minute tension that you're holding on to. Really finding a grand movement, a ripple effect in the spine as you welcome the breath in. Lovely light, send it away. Hands can come down to the earth. If you have blocks, they can be helpful here. You can get off of a bolster or pillow if you were sitting on anything with support. And windshield wiping to the left, finding a little side seated stretch and a twist to the left. Welcome the breath that comes in. Good, lovely. Send the breath away. Wonderful work. Welcome that breath in. Send the breath away. Inhale to the right, reversing that stretch, reaching that spine up. And you might notice one side might feel a little more tense and tight. Doing your best to still stay open in that heart space, the front of the chest and the back. Coming for these more active windshield wipes. So if you want to stay and linger like we were in the beginning, you can, or if it feels good to create a little bit more movement, you can. Find what you need in your hips in your belly, in the front of your heart, by creating more of an intuitive movement. Because I'm here as your guide, but this, my lovely, it's your practice, and I really encourage you to feel into what you actually need within your practice. Focusing on that inhalation, followed by an exhalation. Lovely work. Really just noticing here. You can take your time. Wonderful. Bringing those soles of the feet, kissing soles of the feet for a Baddha Konasana. Start heating up and really flapping your butterfly wings, creating heat in the inner thighs, finding what you need here. Open that heart center up and the front body flapping, flapping, flapping. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, taking a moment. Maybe you need a little pulse and you can rise up. Take these at your own pace. If it feels good to be more active, you can still be active, or maybe it feels better to just stick around and breathe into the back of the heart and fold forward towards the soles of the feet. You can still create a little movement here that feels good as you come in for a tabletop or a hands and knees position. If you need some support under your knees, feel free to find those. Hands reach down for cow and cats. So notice that flexion and that arching of the spine as we're really moving through any tension or tightness that we have been collecting. If you're noticing that head or neck is feeling really tense and tight, maybe you could linger and heavy the head, finding whatever you need here within your version of cows and cats to really help you open your heart and the back, the front, and all the sides. Finding an arching and a flexion that really just feels good and suits you today in your practice. Creating figure eights with the hips and moving into the shoulders. Finding more of an intuitive movement within your body. Warming up the wrists. Beautiful. And reversing that figure eight. Coming in for the opposite direction. Lovely. Just finding what you need within this shape that you carve. Reaching the hands forward, swiping forward, coming in a ripple wave to the belly. Exhale the forehead forward, hands by the shoulders, pressing up for Bhujangasana Cobra. Gentle back bend opens through the heart center. Really welcome the breath into those tense and tight spaces you might be experiencing. Exhale, fold the head forward, shift the hips side to side, bend the knees up, and windshield wipe the heels side to side. Welcome that breath in, lovely. Good, send it away. Windshield wiping, one more cycle, side to side. Wonderful. Welcome the breath in. Extend the toes down towards the mat, palms of the hands, reach by the sides. Inhale, reaching up for a locust pose. Welcome the breath in for Shalabhasana. Shoulders lifting up towards the mat. Exhale, forehead down to the mat. Inhale now, feet, shoulders, chin reaches up, and swim with me. You can create a little fun movement. And when I used to teach kids yoga, we would always say, swim, 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 little fishy. So swim and find a movement that feels good. Maybe you want to just pause back at the back for a moment and then find that fun motion. You can kick those toes. My daughter's on the swim team and she's been sitting on the couch and flipping her feet. So it just reminds me of her and makes me smile. Really creating this openness in the front of the heart, creating a little joy as you exhale, the forehead folds down towards the mat. Bend the knees up, and then you can reach up and back for a bow pose. A second variation, you can reach for the ankles and inhale, raise the shoulders up of the mat, really opening the heart up. If it feels good, you can try to create a little gentle rock with the belly. It can be a little difficult, so you can always just exhale the hands by the sides. Give yourself permission to exhale, release the forehead down onto the hands like a pillow, and just take a moment to relax here as you bring the hands under the shoulders, coming up and back for a downward dog, pedaling out the heels. Welcome the breath in, lovely light. Inhale. Exhale, left leg down, right heel reaches up. Wherever you are in your practice, right foot can reach up for three-legged dog, really pushing the earth away. Inhale, tuck the knee in towards the chin, and you can step the foot forward. It might be easier said than done, and you might need a little helping hand. That's okay. If you have knee sensitivity, you can put something under your knee. And inhale, coming up for a crescent lunge. Again, that knee, you might just notice it being like ouchy, so you can grab a block or a blanket. Hands can come up towards the sides for a gentle back bend. Exhale, gently fold the body forward with the hands and creating this lovely fluid wave with the hands as you reach forward in this motion, back bend, arching and flexing through the spine. You can straighten that leg. Exhale, left hand reaches down, right hand comes high up to the sky for a twisted reverse lunge. Hands reach back down towards the mat for that downward facing dog. Pedaling out the heels, finding a little movement that alleviates any tension or tightness. Left heel reaches up. Three-legged dog, lovely light, press the earth away. Find the breath that comes in. Knee tucks forward and steps forward. Again, you might need a helping hand. Pop something under that knee. If you lose your balance like me, it's totally acceptable. Even your yoga teacher falls over sometimes. So setting yourself up for success, coming in for this crescent lunge as you inhale, float the back of your heart up and creating this lovely motion with these crescent lunges where you straighten that front leg and really round the spine. So we've been doing a lot of these lovely cow and cats, and we're kind of incorporating that in this crescent lunge as we bend into the front knee, really opening up, back bending. Exhale, fold it forward, hands reach forward, straightening out that front leg. Inhale, bend into the knee, crescent lunge, opens the heart. Exhale, right hand reaches down for a reverse twisted lunge. Beautiful. You can inhale that hind leg up off the mat and then re-bend back down. And our goal is to get to our knees. I definitely recommend some knee support here as we're going to come in for a variation of a camel pose. So this is an ultimate heart opener. Blocks are really helpful. First variation, hips drive forward. Hands just reach for the back of the bottom. So this is your first beginner style. You can rock side to side. If you are wanting to try something a little deeper, you can bring blocks by either side and just start by driving the hips forward and then really creating an arch in the spine. You can play here and walk the blocks back to a space that feels good for you as you can press up and through the heart. And know that this is a practice, it's not a perfect. You can also post the toes up, you can put the toes down, and just allow yourself to take a camel form that really allows you to open your heart. So if you need to come up, that's okay. If you can find that extra space where you can reach back, my lovely, this is your practice. Gently bringing your body out of your camel pose. You might notice a little spine sensitivity. You can wiggle the hips side to side. Exhale, reaching the hands forward. Hips come back for a puppy pose here. If this feels a little bit too deep, you can relax the forearms down on the mat. You can also readjust the hips. A block or a pillow sometimes also can be really helpful, and you can rest the chin or the forehead on that. Just find what you need as you really give yourself permission to rest and restore your heart center as you open through the back and the sides and the front of the heart. You might find yourself needing to adjust a few times, and that's okay. Welcome the breath that comes in. Send the breath away with the arms lengthened long. You can bring the hands in a Namaste Mudra and try to relax the hips back to a child's pose. The palms can reach back towards the shins. Find a little restoration here, gentle transition. As you take a moment to pause, to inhale into your heart, to say, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And truly, what are you grateful for today, my lovely light? I truly am so grateful for you in this beautiful practice as we are winding down, welcoming a soothing breath that comes in, sending the breath away, finding a little ease, creating and cultivating peace. As you inhale up to a seated position, you can bring the hands to the heart center and truly just feeling all of that love and that openness that you've created within this practice as you welcome an inhalation breath that comes in and send it away, and setting an intention for yourself for the rest of your day. And perhaps it's to just allow you to be present to what is around you and to open your heart to love and healing. Welcome the breath in, bringing the palms, kissing palms in front of your heart, and maybe rubbing 3 circles in one direction and 3 in the opposite. So you're really opening your heart chakra. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you, lovely. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I love you.